everyone, so today I'm going to be doing a testing Primark makeup. Now I went to Primark a few days ago and bought basically a whole face of makeup and I thought I would test it. I've been really curious because I've watched quite a few videos on YouTube where people have tried it and they've actually said it's good, so I'm kind of curious to see how it works on my skin, so hence why I have got a completely bare face. I've already done my skincare. Like I said, I got a whole face of makeup. The only thing that I didn't pick up was concealer. All the shades that were left were like way darker than my skin tone, so there was no point in picking it up just for the sake of the video, just to try it, and then I know it doesn't really look right, so yeah, I will be using my own concealer. That's the only thing. So the primer I got is the PS Instagirl Selfie Ready Blur Primer. This costs £5. I don't know if they have a regular one in the Primark Beauty range, but this is like their, I think it's meant to be their higher end sort of range. Right, let's see. So it says that it's a translucent gel primer. It says translucent. I wouldn't really call that translucent. Ooh. It feels very buttery actually. It feels very smooth. A little bit oily though, which is a worry. I decided not to get any of the Primark makeup brushes, but I did spot these and I thought I would give them a go. So they're just beauty sponges. I don't know how they're going to be. So I'm going to use the light pink one, I think, because that's the most similar to my Real Techniques one that I use. The foundation that I got is the My Perfect Colour Perfect Finish Foundation, medium coverage, semi-matte finish in porcelain. Now this is the lightest foundation shade that they had. I'm guessing the whole of their range. The one up from that was really orangey, so I thought best to go lighter than go darker. Oh my god. Okay. Way too much come out then. Oh no. I very quickly just popped on just a little bit of under eye concealer, just so then I'm not cheating as much. So that is the shade. I don't know, it looks alright. It's very silky. Obviously I put too much, well, way too much come out. So I don't know how I'm going to spread this well. It's actually got quite a nice thick consistency. Does smell kind of plasticky though. Not too sure how I feel about that. I think this beauty blender is way too big to actually use this for the whole of my face. It's huge. I can definitely see a difference in the camera. Not so much in person. If anything, I might have got away with the darker shade, because in real life it is looking a bit pale. Right, I'm just going to blend some of this down my neck because I'm feeling like I look a bit ghostly. You know what, coverage wise it isn't actually that bad. It seems to be buildable. It doesn't cling to anything, which is good. The only problem is it's a little bit too pale for me. This sponge is actually pretty good. I quite like it. It's a lot firmer than my Real Techniques Beauty Blender when it's wet. Then I'm going to set my face. So I'm going to be using the powder. This one is the My Perfect Colour Mattifying Powder, again in porcelain, and it's meant to have a medium coverage. So it comes with a little sponge and you've got a mirror, and then that is the foundation in there, which is looking very, very white, I must admit. I have a feeling this is going to go everywhere. Yep, okay. There's like a little foundation cloud in here. Hasn't made my skin look dry. It's actually, I don't know, it's kind of kept the sort of semi-matte look, but it's set it, I think. I don't know if I've been saying the prices. The liquid foundation was £2.50 and this one is £2. Okay, so now on to brows. I got the just regular brow pencil and it's got a little spoolie at the end. I got the shade dark brown and it was only £1. My brows aren't the greatest. I have never had them done professionally. I don't know, mainly because I'm not comfortable with it. I'm not at that sort of level, so I'm going to attempt to draw on my brows or fill them in at least. Okay, it's a very creamy pencil actually. Like, you can see exactly, oh my god, that looks ridiculous. You can see exactly where I put it in. It's a little bit like a felt tip pen with how it draws on, because you can't really, oh my god, you can't go subtle. It's very all or nothing by the looks of it. Literally just like I've got a Sharpie and just going whoop. I need someone to teach me how to like draw on brows well, because this is not it. Lucky thing is I do have a fringe, so it hides it, but oh my god. I mean, if you want like a high impact pencil, go for this, because it's like a damn Sharpie. I'm going to attempt to calm them. Maybe. Probably not. Actually, it distributes the product a little bit better with the brush. Because the pencil has an almost waxy feeling to it. So it actually is quite thick. But when you spread it around with this thing, it doesn't look too bad. I don't know, I could be lying to myself and it looks absolutely awful. My brows are not even, oh my god. I probably could have done with the medium brown, not the dark brown. But like I said, it'll be under my fringe, so no one will see it. So I've actually got two eyeshadow palettes. The one that I bought, and one I was actually sent by one of the girls that's in a blogging chat with me. So the one that I bought is the PS Chocolate Contour and Eyeshadow Palette. It's meant to smell like chocolate, but I haven't actually opened it properly yet. So on the inside it just looks like that. I think it's really cute. I never contour or anything. I feel like I look absolutely mental right now with these eyebrows. So yeah, I never really contour at all, because I don't know, it's just one of those steps that I just haven't really bothered with. You've got a load of really lovely shades. So you've got like pinks, beige, a few different, I was peeking underneath, a few different reds, and yeah, I quite like it, it's quite nice. And the palette I was actually sent is from one of my vlogging friends that I've actually made on Twitter. Her name is Naomi. I'll leave her blog and her YouTube down below, and then you can go check her out. But she was so lovely, she sent us all a little Valentine's Day sort of gift box, which I think was really sweet. It had this, a little notepad, some candles, and a little chocolate heart. I think it was really cute. These are the shades. Obviously they're the smoky. I absolutely adore the Urban Decay Smoky palette. It's my total favourite. I use it near enough every single day. But this one actually looks really pretty. So I'm torn whether to use this one or the chocolate one. I'm going to use the smoky one. So I'm going to start with the sort of peachy sort of colour just there, and just run that over the over my lid. Okay, so it's put like a sort of pinky tint on the eye. I'm going to go for this shade here, which is like a it's almost like a plum shade. So I'm just gonna, whoa, that looks very pigmented. Okay, it's not. It's nowhere near as pigmented as I thought it was going to be. Right, let's do another coat of each, and then hopefully... Whoa, that is way better. There we go. Now we got some colour. I feel like this is going to look like a Disney villain type makeup look by the end of it. I don't know how this is going to get better. The darker colours don't seem as pigmented as they look, because if you look at this shade here, and then my eye colour, like, it doesn't look the same at all. Okay, so the shade that I'm putting on is this one here, which is slightly darker than the one that I did put on. As I put my brush in it, it did crumble a little bit. Okay, so I am going to put a black through it and hope that does something. Oh, I know one thing I didn't pick up. Liquid eyeliner. Oh, damn it. I'm gonna put a little bit more in because it blends out, but it blends out very faintly, so you like, I'm not exactly slightly putting it in the eyeshadow either, I'm like proper like digging in there. For a palette with 9 shadows in, it's actually pretty good at £6, I think. You do get a lot of product in there, it just takes a little bit of a while to get it on there. Okay, so next is eyeliner. I got a pack of 2 for £1, and this pack comes with the sharpener, which isn't too bad. Is it easy to get into? Probably not. I'm hoping these will be like the brow pencil and be almost creamy. Oh, that is very intense black. My goodness. It's very creamy. I've always found that creamy formulas don't tend to actually last on the lid at all, or they just run off straight away pretty much. First impressions, not too bad, not too shabby at all. For £1 and you get 2 plus a sharpener, that's not bad. So mascara, I got the Primark Iconic Intense Black Lengthening Full Volume Mascara. Okay. It is nowhere near as big as I thought it was going to be. It's quite a normal looking wand. It's very thick. Doesn't seem to have any sort of lifting action. Okay. That's not actually that bad. Doesn't smell weird at all. Which I often find with cheap mascaras. They tend to smell really gross. The thing I will say is that it is a little bit clumpy. Lipsticks, I did get 2 because I didn't know what sort of look I was going to be going for. So I've got a pinky sort of colour, which looks red on the camera. This one is called Rosewood Mauve, and this one is called Obsessed, which is a matte long-lasting lipstick. This one was £1.50 and this one was 90p. They look exactly the same pretty much. So this one is the Rosewood Mauve, and then that one is Obsessed, which is the matte. It smells so bad. I cannot wait to get this off my lips. Okay, that's half a lip done. Colour payoff isn't too bad. It feels very dry. So you know with most like matte lipsticks, when you put it on it's kind of creamy, then it dries matte. But this is just matte from the get-go. My battery died, so I hope you're in the same place. So this is what Obsessed looks like. This is definitely not a matte lipstick. For starters, it's really shiny. Feels like there's a bit of a plastic film on my lips. Absolutely hating it. But for just lols, I'm going to try the other lipstick as well. Okay. Much better application. Okay, that actually looks a lot better. It's way better than the matte one. I don't know what the hell is going on with this, but it just feels really dry and literally feels like you're trying to put lipstick on with a crayon. But this actually has a little bit of, I don't know, like cream to it. I definitely wouldn't use it again, I don't think. It's probably the only thing that I'm just like, definitely, yeah, no, never ever using again. So all in all, Primark makeup, hit and miss, I think. Their foundation isn't too bad. They just need to add a few more colour ranges, I think. I'm not sure what it's like for darker skin tones, but for me being on the paler side, I need like a tone that's in between the first palest and the second palest. The brows are, they need taming completely. I like the formula of the eyebrow pencil and the eyeliner, so they've got that really, really well. I think the mascara needs to be more of a liquidy formula, because as soon as it starts drying you can feel your lashes like sticking together and it becomes quite tacky. The eyeshadow palette, I'm really disappointed with that, because the colours that I chose had more of a red undertone than a purple when you look at them in the palette. You can see that they have more of a reddy browny tone in them. Blendability I really liked. The only thing that I just was a bit with is the actual colour payoff and, you know, the actual colours looking like they should do. As for the little beauty sponge, I love this. This is actually really good. Definitely worth, like, what was it? £1.50 for a pack of 2. Considering the Real Techniques ones are like, I think they're £6. They're £5.99, I think, something like that. So yes, what do you think? Have you tried any Primark makeup? Like, what is your favourite? I noticed they also have a skincare, like body care and hair care line now in there. I wasn't brave enough to try any. I thought I'll start off with makeup and then we'll go from there. So yeah, if any of it is any good that I should definitely try, leave them down below in the comments and I will have a look and, I don't know, maybe do another testing video. If you like these testing like different brands of makeup sort of videos, then I'm more than happy to keep doing them. I find them quite fun to watch because it's interesting just seeing how different brands vary and you can tell what's good in certain brands and what isn't. Yes, I am going to end this video here. I'm going to go on now and film a haul video. I'm going to take all of this off because I look nuts. All my social links will be down below, so that includes my Instagram, my Twitter, my blog account. I'll put my Depop in there as well because I have a load of stuff to sell through before little one arrives, and it is officially 2 weeks until we find out what it is and I'm so excited. I'll see you very soon, guys. Bye.